to the public, and he told the truth. So Maurice Hinchey is an extraordinarily deserving award recipient of the Clean Water Champion Award for 2012. Maurice Hinchey.
It says 2012 Riverkeeper Sweep Clean Water Champion. Oh. The Honorable Maurice Hinchey. Thank you very, very much. Very, very much. You know, I just stepped up here, and maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I would not have been able to do that. Couldn't even step up here. Going through a process now, trying to, well, actually, not just trying to, but improving and getting better and getting stronger.
Yeah.
I had a very bad set of circumstances, but nevertheless, all of that is seemingly overcoming now. I want to thank you very, very much. Thank you. God, it was great what you said. I just appreciate you. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you. And thank you also. Thank you very much for everything that you said, for everything that you're doing. It's marvelous for me, and I deeply appreciate it. I deeply appreciate it. Who wouldn't? Because you have positive things said about you, why wouldn't you appreciate it? So I like it a lot, and I'm deeply thankful to you. Yeah, I'm still going through the process here, getting better. So part of the problem is some of this ability that I have to speak about some things, remember some of the specific things to mention. Sometimes that doesn't happen. But you were mentioning what? The
General Electric, Love Canal.
the
Hydrofracking.
hydrofracking. Yes, you were mentioning hydrofracking. Right, thank you very
It's too
much.
much to remember.
Hydrofracking is an interesting situation. Back in 1974, hydrofracking was put out. It was put out nationally, down in the west and south of this country, because of the fact that it was doing a lot of harm, a lot of damage. And the requirement was, back then, if you're going to do this, you have to be clear and honest about what you're doing, what you're putting in, what kind of chemicals you're working with, all of those kinds of things. The previous president of the United States, the guy who authorized the invasion into Iraq, I think you maybe know who I'm talking about.
Yes, we do.
He abolished that situation. He introduced a new law to say that you didn't have to do anything like that. You could just do it simply. And he had all of his people in the majority in the Congress down there, and it all went through. I argued about it and all of those things, but it was just useless. So these are just things that we're dealing with. And it's just one of the things that we have to deal with. One of the things that we have to improve here in this country. Make better jobs, make better expenditure for people, make a whole situation much more stronger and much more effective for all of the people across this country. Not just have a situation where more and more of the money is going up to a handful of the wealthiest people in this country, but rather going to the working people here. Everybody's normal and reasonable and doing everything that they could, because it's absolutely essential. It's absolutely essential for the future of the United States of America. These are things that just have to be taken care of and have to be dealt with. So these are just some of the things that I'm trying to deal with. Simple little things like putting up a new interstate road between Route 17, making that an interstate highway system, getting up, an ability to walk across the river, and, that situation, and a number of other things, including trying to get jobs and trying to get work here, trying to get things straightened out, trying to get better ways in which we can get more power. These are some of the things that we've been doing here, and they've been somewhat successful. So there's a lot more that has to be done, a lot more that has to go and get involved here in this whole situation. And in order to get involved here, you need the people who are elected, the people who are responsible, who believe, understand that they have the responsibility for the people that they represent. All of those things need to be done. There's a lot of them down there right now who don't know that. They are hiding about that. They are pretending that they don't have anything to do with, a lot of other people. We'll see what happens in this election. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be involved in this election, unfortunately, because of the situation that I set through. I went through 2 operations back in July, and if it hadn't been for those operations, there would be some kind of maybe recognition of me now, because I would be dead. But all of that came out much more effectively. But we've got to do everything we can to get the right kind of people who are our representatives, who are doing the right kind of things down in Albany, and in Albany here and in Washington. All of those things. So all of that is critically important. All of the things that you're doing is critically essential. What you've done here to me is also very, very nice. I deeply appreciate it. And if there's anything else that I can do, in fact, I'm going down to Washington, again this week, and I'm going to be working down there mostly for the rest of this year, except for August, but mostly for the rest of this year. And I'm going to be trying to do everything I can that's positive and effective. So I thank you. I thank you for being here. I thank you for the opportunity that I have to say these few things to you, and without getting, ignored by them completely, or at least showing that ignorance anyway, showing that ignoring. I thank you very much. Thank you for everything. Great pleasure for me to be here. Thank you.
The New York Water Rangers is a number of organizations, and I want to make mention of a lot of them who are here. And if you're here with an organization and I don't mention you, I want you to call out the name of your organization, because the beautiful thing about